Throw the
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to my channel. I am Karen Rusmer, and this is me continuing to play Pathfinder Kingmaker. Nearly forgot the name of the game again. I have not set that up in mod mode, so the chat's way too far over the other side. Click. Ta-da! Hi, Josh is watching. How's it going? I think the last I remember I was wandering around my kingdom looking for stuff to do. Let's get rid of the background music and other apps that I really don't want making noise anytime that I'm streaming. Alright, there we go. Okay. Background noise, switch to the game, and click. And continue. Oof, it's a bit chilly over here today. Luckily, just down here I have a radiator. You can't see it, but it is there, I assure you. That's my audio levels today. I just realised that my mic was a bit further away than usual. So yeah, Vidaya Nalmarches. Well, that looks back around to there. So many lines going all over the show, it's difficult to see exactly where everyone is. I get the feeling that there's a line over here.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
We will stop when Valerie's dead. There we go. Now Valerie's died. Everything looks good there.
Tristian, you become so thoughtful whenever I speak of freedom. Why is that?
I often ask myself what freedom means, and what its true value might be. For me, it's the chance to follow my heart and turn away from evil things.
Still can't believe the blind hunter is still my best hunter. He's not even built to be a hunter, he's a priest. Let's see what the kingdom's got to say. The People's Wrath. See, I'm not a big fan of the lack of success rate on this, but just looking at the events here, and it's all we're currently in a stable. And we went from stable to worried earlier this year because of negative BP or BP per week. And unrest changed from worried to stable. Quest stability rank increased. Ah, there's a stability rank. I did not realize that that was part of it. So as long as I have a rank up. Who's in charge of stability? Arcane and culture. So I'm guessing that these are in order. Divine, arcane, stability, culture. See, I think that's divine, arcane. He's definitely culture. Wish these were in some kind of order, like the order they are on this list. I'm pretty sure that's community. Loyalty from Tristan. Military from Amory. Economy with Jubiliost. Relations will be Lindsay. Divine is Jod. Arcane is Octavia. Culture is a storyteller, so stability must be this guy, the Warden. So if we look at ranks up. High Priest, Treasurers, Magisters, and Councillors. So no, I don't have a spare rank up. Yeah, Creston. It's just one of them, it's kind of useful to know. Right, so I've fully explored this area as best I can. Well, there's a tiny little bit there that I'm missing. I don't know if there's more of it down here that I'm missing. Right, off we go back this way. Just seeing what the journal had to say as to what I'm supposed to be doing. Goblins, turn around everybody, we're leaving. 97, and then I can start evading them. When I fail to evade them, then I know that they're better than my stealth roll, and I'll kill them. Hopefully it won't just be the goblins. I forgot to eat earlier, so food. That doesn't sound good. Lindsay, sing us a song. And then haste us. Why? Yeah, no, there's no point in hasting us. These things will die. Bless. How are these still flat-footed? Don't ask questions, just murder. More have entered the field. No, I don't even think these are a decent amount of experience. I appreciate that it all adds up. And in the end, it might actually be, you know, you kill enough random encounters and you will level up. But when it's 56 XP a pop, you need nearly 100,000 to level up. It's a lot of wyverns you need to kill just to get one going. Oh, they're sneaking up round the back.
Repent!
Consider me provoked.
Why are they saying that these are flat-footed when they're not? There we go. It exploded.
Tear them apart! Let us strike as one!
You deserved it.
Gotta say, sometimes I'm almost impressed at how badly these people can roll.
This will hurt.
Look at me, Gorum!
Yes, congratulations, you did 4 points of damage.
Do not falter!
And then it explodes. Skin collect, and leave. It's 98. Out of 100. Nearly got that blasted achievement. I had meant to eat earlier, but then I got distracted with an update to a video game. When I first started streaming, one of the video games that I played as sort of like one of my trial streams, just to make sure that everything was in working order, was a game called Banners of Ruin. So turn-based,
Should gather all strength.
tactical.
You look tired. I think you should rest.
Thank you for caring. I'm sure you're right. But there's so much to do.
So turn-based tactical, sort of like roguelike game where you play so you're sort of like in command of a group of individuals so if I click on them... Ah, there we go. I can now build a settlement over there. Is that the bit that I was missing? Oh no, it was just me being blind. I just need to click on any one of these points. Right. None of these are particularly good locations. Because really you want to be next to a river. Diaberg! And in Diaberg, we need to purchase BP. 700. Why not? And in with this, does that boost anything? Nope. And that's an arm archers. Don't really want one too far up that way. See, what kind of makes sense is actually having one all the way out there. But it makes more sense in terms of where you'd build towns and cities, is having one close to the water's edge. Which also gives you the pier, which allows you to upgrade things. There we go. Okay, so what's a journal say about things that I'm supposed to be doing? Nature's Wrath. Set up the miners' camp. Needs help finding a proper place, clearing the location, and finding a water source, all which can be assigned to your subjects. I think that's this, which needs Jubileost. Ancient Curse, that's nothing I can do with. Those is not much I can do with. Increase rank 25 times. Seize a territory. Unlock all 10 posts. Which is not something that's going to be easily achieved today. Upgrade another village to a town. Right. If I remember correctly, why do I have a feeling that I needed to do something? Where do I want my next town to be? That is a question. Varnhold will make an obvious choice. Though, is it already a town? That is already a town. Right. If that's already a town. Yeah, let's... Every fruit village you acquire in your domain enables you to upgrade one of them to the town level, provided that 6 or more slots are occupied in that village. The first upgrade must take place in the capital. Complete the relevant project on the Projects tab to start the upgrade. Once the upgrade is complete, the number of slots in the settlement will increase to 20 and the list of buildings will expand. Currently got 4, which is the shop, the tavern, the teleportation circle. +1 to economy when adjacent to a tavern or longhouse. That's a tavern. A shop. +1 economy when adjacent to the tavern. So if I build a longhouse, let's buy some more build points. Wimblebucket, how's it going? Right, longhouse. Let's build that. That was 75 of the build points. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh, if I want a second one in town, it's 75 build points. Okay. I saw that there was a watchtower thing that increases espionage. But I'm not allowed to just build that anywhere. Fair enough. I'm not allowed to build just a windmill anyway. How many? Yeah, I've got 75 build points. Why am I not allowed to build the windmill? Oh well. Affects the forge, the foundry, and the smithy. Was it relations you had to focus on for espionage? That's a good question. Espionage. In Small Baron is a grand diplomat covers the matters of espionage and will ask you to assign a minister when the relations reaches 4. Relations is currently 3. So I need to build relations. Should be a brewery. +1 loyalty when a settlement, +1 stability when it's located in a settlement with a tavern. Well, we have a tavern, so we can build a brewery. Military, community, loyalty, economy, community and loyalty. Not allowed community. When it's upgraded, school, its culture, economy, divinity, military, economy, arcane, espionage, community, and military. So there's nothing more that I can do for that. Although, again, it wants a windmill and I can't build one. That's possible because I don't have enough build points anymore. Why am I not allowed a windmill? I mean, it was when 6 of them were complete, so I could just leave it for now because I do have the 6 required. Can build shrine and a herbalist shop though. Cancel that. Right, longhouse. Shrine. Herbalist house. Another 100 BP. Oh, provides +1 to espionage when adjacent to a barracks. Okay, I wish I'd have seen that one earlier. Because a brewery gives us relations. We'll go for a tavern. There we go. Oh wait, no, there's one over there that I can still buy. Wait, no, I already have a tavern. What am I talking about? Let's just have a barracks out there. It's an interesting thing. +2 bonus to resolving problems in this region. Does the orphanage do anything like that? No. There we go. That's all terrible things. 10 days, 7 days, 14 days, 10 days, 5 days. There we go. Yeah, the thing is, at the end of the day, I'm hoping to be able to expand that into a town anyway. Really don't know what to do with myself for the next 14 days. Let's go to the dappled quagmire. It's a thing that we can do. Not too bad. Second day back in the office, trying to get used to this strange thing called exercise. Now I have to do the daily to get there and back again. Yeah, I'm going to be terrible when they reopen the office. It's going to take me, half a day just to get to the office because I'll just be so like, I just want to die. And I'm not using public transport. But at the moment I can barely make it to the shop and back without getting out of breath. And my diet probably doesn't help.
May we have a moment of respite?
It's a poisonous shambling mound. Move up and murder it. Move up and murder it some more. What did you just say that thing was? A poisonous primal doom hydra. I mean, these things just sound terrible. Prankster. Another shambling Malva. I didn't think the map was that big.
This is for you.
Rawr. Oh, there is more to this map. Oh, hello.
Onwards!
Did not do you any favors. I keep trying to do terrible things to me. Sing us a song. Move forward a bit.
Any last wishes?
I would like you to shoot that thing.
This is where I step in.
Just once?
Serves you right.
That's all?
You deserved it.
They go down!
Ah, I whiff like no one ever whiffed before. Let's move you forward a little bit.
I'll try to make this swift.
There's a poison. There's another poison shambling now that in there. Where'd that other bleeding pixie go?
Yes.
Move forward. You are raging good. Oh god damn it, come on. There we go. She confused. Confused. That's not a great thing. Ow. If you have things too big, you just don't go in the hole. I am confused.
I'll fight if I have to.
Probably not a great thing to be. Nope. Nope.
Any last wishes?
Right. Controlled fireball. Don't bother aiming, just burn everything. Ah, everything's immune to serenity. I do wish my people would stop fighting amongst themselves.
Nah.
I do like the displacement. There's a confusion going through everybody. Nope. Valerie failed against the hideous laughter. God damn it. Hopefully nobody's in range. Maybe Cameron was in range a little bit. Oh good, it did actually do some reasonable amounts of damage. It's interesting that it threw the damage for every single one of them though. Usually in cases like this you roll the damage once and everybody gets the same value. Although I'm slightly concerned as to how a Nixie prankster managed to take 3 points of damage from 10d6. Successful saving throw halves it for sure. Oh, the will saving throw I think halves it again. Ah, disbelieving creatures only take 1/5 of the damage. Okay, that makes sense. So if it took 1/5 of the damage, that'd triple it up to 15, and then halve it for the reflex saving throw would be 30, which is a respectable amount for 10d6. Which should probably also why I only took very little damage. But if I fail both of them, then I'll take roughly normal damage. Okay. Right. Amory, if you could just murder the shambling mound. Stop hitting Amory.
So it's come to this.
Saving throw success. I think one of them just fell back into the pit. She can't say I don't mind.
What's that?
That will be a trap. Don't stand on it. Oh god, they've got mirror images as well. Would confusion count as magical effects you could dispel?
You can't stop me.
I think it depends on its origin. I think that was more from a poison.
This is where I step in.
It still might be dispellable, but for the most part, it's not causing too much of a problem. For the most part. Eliminates fatigue or removes all forms of insanity, confusion, and other similar mental effects. No mention there of confusion. So yeah, I can use a 7th level Greater Restoration burning 10 diamond dust to get rid of the confusion.
Repent!
Doesn't really seem worth it.
Saren Ray, be generous to them, for I am not.
Especially with Tristan being like that. Confusion has worn off. Charged screwdriver with the Technic League brand. And a sickle, which is called Chilly Midnight. More traps. Chilly Midnight is a +3 cold iron finesse wielding weapon. There's a body over there. Some interesting stuff and a useless trident. And we go. Right. Everybody off to the Baneful Bog.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Sure, why not? We can rest.
You bow before Shellen, right? For how long?
Bow? Yeah, right. As short as I am, when I bow, I disappear into the grass. I'll pray standing up, thank you. I started praying to Shaylin when I was young. Everyone else in our village worshipped Erascal, but that's so boring.
How do I do this to headphones? I think that wants to go around there. If not, I've just knotted it out. There we go. Sorry, I have multiple sets of headphones on my desk because, you know, why not? Why not have multiple sets of headphones? Just trying to uncoil them a little so the wires don't get too knotted. The Baneful Bog. There we go. The red light from the headset was shining right into my eye and I didn't appreciate it. Anything to be had around here? Oh, lizard folk.
All according to plan.
Give the order.
We are here to negotiate. Hello. Apparently they don't like the idea of negotiations. Ooh. Guy actually managed to hit me. Some of these things managed to dodge. Ow. What the deuce? Oh, frightened. Great stuff. If you could go away, that'd be appreciated. Right, delay you until after that. Because you've all gathered yourselves around nicely for a hungry pit. Oops. Emery should be fine in the hungry pit, right? Tristan. One of your subjects skinning them is not the best. Yeah. The thing is, I did put a stop to his crimes. So it's not like I allowed him to do it.
Serves you right. I'm writing you out of our story.
Oh. Some of them managed to make it out. That's not good. If you could make your way back here, that would be most appreciated, Val, right? Because I'm a little bit outnumbered over here.
Left yourself open.
They got a lot of hit points. I mean, I could always throw you into another pit. God damn it, why does everything save against those saving throws? Why is it only Amory who's the only thing that can't climb out of that pit? Ow. Ow.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Well, that stings. I need you to die.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Well, that doesn't help. You didn't die, as I requested you to. You're nearly dead, though. No damage reductions or immunities. Ta-da! Lindsay just put a couple of holes in that thing.
Yes.
Interesting. Can we move to here and get the pit into range? Nope, can't get the pit in range. Okay.
Stay behind me.
Sometimes impressed at how bad you are at killing things.
Consider me provoked.
Any last wishes?
Right. How about Sunbeam? Well, what's Scorching Ray doing on that one? No, I didn't want to dispels ferocity on thick skin. No, I wanted to dispel the bleeding pit. Thank you.
Let us strike as one.
Right. Dispel magic. Hey, dispelled the pit. Great stuff. I'm reading Get Eaten Alive by my own magic.
You see that?
You move your chair or come or repositioned your chair. I mean, I was kind of leaning back and to the side like this. I should probably sit up straight. People keep telling me I should sit up straight and do the things. I've just flicked the bleeding headrest off the top again. He's melting, given him a month, and it'll just be your glasses peering over at the bottom of the frame. Me. But yes, I shouldn't slouch. It's bad form. Spoiled the illusion. There we go. You were just in the lower right corner of the cam. Yeah, I mean, I have a bad habit of doing this when I'm playing video games and whatnot, where I'm just like sat off to one side and it's like, way to spoil even. Brain no worky. Yeah, no, I understood what you meant, Medcat. I know, it's just my bad form. I'm always one of them people who just never sits in a chair properly. Ooh, we can pick up some shite. Or we can just leave it there.
In due time.
Let's burn a couple of these, get everybody patched up. All hail Serenray. There we go. Oh, no, everybody move down there. Oh yeah, those horror's teeth. Grim finale. Ooh, interesting. Whenever this +2 necrotic club lands a successful critical hit, it casts vampiric touch on the spell on the target. Whenever the wielder unequips this weapon, it casts Finger of Death upon them. I mean... Is that when it's willfully unequipped or when it's also unwillfully? Because that could be dangerous. You know, somebody knows you're running around with that thing and all of a sudden it's all like... disarm attacks are the most important things that you could get off. This +3 composite longbow grants the wielder a +5 luck bonus to stealth skill checks and the ability to cast invisibility twice per day as per a 5th level wizard. See, we're getting into the part of the game where it's like some of these have some interesting effects. Whenever this +3 cold iron sickle lands a hit, its target has to succeed a fortitude saving throw, DC 17, or suffers 1d4 dex damage. I mean, it's also the point in the game where it's like, it's far too late to go mucking around for builds that just so happen to relate to exactly these weapons. Right. Let us continue traveling around. Fight. This will be 99. Well, I do believe we're in for this. Tristan, bless us. Valerie, tank that thing. Karen, murder that thing. Or you can miss. Missing is an option.
Bring it!
Tavia tried to miss, just about failed. You know how many times we have to save this young Roma cat?
You forced my hand.
Let's try this way.
Roar. Well, bye, cat. Oh yes, more Hydra eyes, just what I needed.
That is not
There's not more of them around here, is there? No. Yep, that was 99. One more to go, and then I can try stealthing around. I'm just suddenly remembering some things. For better or worse. I do have immune. What the? That is a very big horse. Merchant in distress. A stout middle-aged man is fighting to keep his balance atop a creaking tower. He is terrified and sweat is running down his face, so much so it soaked his shirt through. For the sake of all gods, take me down before I break my neck. Chaotic evil. Collapse a tower. Why should I help you down? I would prefer to watch you fly. Who are you? I'm Tamrath, the paint vendor, and I'll be happy to tell you the story of my life after you help me down. Hold on, I'll help you. Abadar be praised, finally. I love the way that it's like still I'm allowed to be just evil and basically, a dragon, everyone hide. You throw a stone at him to catch, and it's like neutral good will try to catch you. Jump, I'll catch you. Well, Valor will catch you. Valor tried not to catch with a 2 on the die roll. Jesus. Oh, the man's face becomes paler with every passing second. Alright, Tamrath, pull yourself together. 1, 2, 3. Tamrath tries to steady himself and prepares to jump. As he does, the makeshift tower begins to sway dangerously. With a yelp, Tamrath leaps as the tower begins to tumble down, crates falling everywhere. You extend your arms forward to catch him. And you succeeded. Struggling with the effort, you set the vendor on the ground as best you can. Thank the gods I'm saved. Thank you too. If only poor Evelyn was so as lucky. The vendor glances at the blood pooling beneath the miniature cart. Oh yeah. What exactly happened here? I was carrying my wares to the neighbouring village. I heard strange stories of odd happenings on this road, but I didn't listen. The fool that I am. My coachman, Avim, and I were barely halfway to the village when a crowd of Fae sprang out of the woods, laughing and encircling us, and we didn't stand a chance. They started to rummage through the cart. Then, I could scarcely believe it, they began building this ridiculous tower, arguing about what they should call it. But while they were building it, one of the crates fell and cracked open, and the paints, they were fascinated by them. But they couldn't find the canvas, so they decided to paint our poor horse and Garland. They made him huge with their magic and started to colour him, each in their own way. Garland just couldn't stop rearing. He was so scared, and Avim couldn't take it anymore. He loved Garland so much. The vendor is silent for a moment, his face pained. Avim, oh Avim, we've been through so much together. Long story short, Avim broke free and tried to drive the Fae away. That's when Garland fled. The Fae were ready to kill poor Avim where he stood, but the woman who led them proposed a joke instead. Before I knew it, they put me atop of the tower, so I couldn't disturb them, and then they stuffed poor Avim into the cart with the remainder of the boxes, and then shrunk the cart. But not Avim. Tell me about yourself. Of course, I'm Tamrath from Galt. I make my living selling paints. I buy them in the city and travel to the villages in the area selling them. Everyone wins. Peasants don't have to travel to the city, and I provide for my family. So what did they call this tower, Tamrath? Temple of Solitary Contemplation. Where can I find the Fae who did this? Suddenly you hear branches rustle and noise from nearby bushes becoming louder and louder. I think they found us. to delay until after them so they do all the moving. Although Tristan, if you could get behind Lindsay, do the same. Delay until after them and before me. Octavia, I have a feeling that this might be a bit different to what we used to, so let's haste. Let's rage you up. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Stomp, 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 stomp. Stomp, 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 stomp. I'd like to delay you until after Valerie, so that she can move there, do a bit of damage, and you come in and crit. Or sneak attack at least.
Tear them apart!
I'll try to
It's
make
not so
this
bad.
sweet.
Honestly, I expected these things to be slightly more difficult than they actually are. Little Oxborough. Oh, you're making a Lord of the Rings reference. I believe it's a Lord of the Rings reference.
Do not falter!
Ta-da! One down.
An expected outcome.
Actually, to be fair, I expected you to just kill him.
This is where I step in.
From the hill summit, a slim and miniature woman in dark hair and pale, almost moonlit skin is regarding you curiously. There is a small smile on her lips, but her eyes are like the cold depths of an ocean. Judging by her appearance, she can only be a Nereid. So that's the one who spoiled our fun and killed the guardians we left to watch over our new friend. We didn't invite you to participate in the game, but still you intervened and ruined everything. Why? There's nothing amusing in making others suffer, can't you see that? Suffering comes and goes. If someone played a trick like that on me, I wouldn't hold a grudge for long, though I'd repay them with the giver with a joke of my own. The only thing of value are those able to leave a mark. The things you have done cannot be justified. What did these poor souls do to deserve the suffering you put them through? The only thing that can't be justified... Failed badly. Oh no, I failed by 1. Woo. The only thing that cannot be justified is a brute who destroys something that he didn't build and then starts to lecture and preach until the listener, me, is bored to tears. Now enough talking. Red caps. Not special red caps though, so...
So it's come to this.
Annoyingly, we dropped out of combat, which has fatigued the armory. I wasted so many spells earlier. Surprise! Oh, you need to die. Reference? Never heard of a reference before. Sounds like orc mischief to me. Now, I actually remember that reference. It's with regards to hobbits.
Training pays off.
Thought the horse was about to do something then. I seem to be surrounded.
This should do it. Left yourself open.
Right, well, you'll excuse me, Raycap. I need to kill your boss. Because I could really do with that thing not being summoned fully. Bum, 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 bum. Nearly. They like me. They really like me. How am I doing? Not doing so great. Right. You're nearly dead. There we go. 2 down. Ta-da!
This is for you!
Let's just clean up.
A calculated risk.
And the other one. And then start moving towards that guy. Down the hill you come. Oh, nice movement. Thank you. I dread to imagine what could have happened to me if not for you. Please take this as a sign of my gratitude. If not for the distinct smell of paint, you would have thought this horse really was magical. However, it doesn't explain its gigantic size. No, the pixie, fey folk. Explained the gigantic size. And that's another area successfully cleared. Hopefully. Tenacious March. Apparently it can't map on its own.
We should gather our strength.
Your faith makes you so vulnerable. Aren't you afraid that evil people will take advantage of your peaceful disposition and hurt you?
Hardly. My vows and faith are a strength, not a weakness. But if evil is done, it won't be my doing.
I'm pretty sure it was, Tristan. Hmm? Into the marsh. Don't forget to empower your party with items, spells, and abilities before challenging encounters. How do you know an encounter is in challenging? You know, it's like, I don't know. Like walking around this area. Whether this acid immune giant slug is going to be a threat or not. I can run up to it and Valerie will kill it in a single blow. Or miss entirely. And then Karen will run up and kill it in a single blow. Ooh.
Break a sweat.
Well, that's a problem.
Serves you right.
You missing also will be a problem. When you get wiped the first time. Yeah, I mean, that tends to be the way that I end up having to deal with a lot of these things. So, like, did it kill me? Yes, it did. Wow.
Onwards!
This will hurt. Repent!
As much as I keep forgetting that's absolutely useless against an acid-imbued slug. Ta-da! The assassin's chain shirt. Adamantine +4. And its wearer +4 bonus to critical hits. Well then. See, it's better armor. And it's +4 dodge bonus against shaken opponents' attacks. Or we could get the adamantine, which is damage reduction, as well as a +4, so I'm more difficult to hit. And +4 on confirmation rolls for crits. I don't mind if I do. What are you wearing? Okay, wear that instead. Something back here that I missed. Whoa, did not expect it to be something like that.
Interesting.
But yeah, I think that's one of the things that when it comes to
Should be.
the video game, you've got the benefit of being able to save and quit. When it's a tabletop, you don't really get the benefit of being able to save and quit. And it's not often that I tend to go down the way of sort of like, well, that didn't go quite according to plan. Let's start that again and do better. Although, to be fair, I have had to do that in the recent past when I didn't quite realize how big of a difference it is. Oh yeah, that's something I didn't check. Yeah, max dex is 4. If I take that off, yeah, it's only adding on 5. The main problem is it's all like finding all the braces and wanting to put them on. You know, I suppose if I got another +5 set of braces, then it'd be worthwhile putting it onto Chiron, but at the same token, it's almost to the point where, you know, it's like if I came across a +6, I'd want to give it to somebody like Tristan, who's only got a 23. The second one will be going to Octavia, who's only on a 27, as opposed to my 29. The other thing is, it's all like, with it being adamantine and +4 bonus on critical confirmation rolls, that's one of the points where it's like, yeah, okay, I won't be getting as much AC benefit as other people might. But at that same token, you know, that's... that it's adamantine. You know, I've got DR of 3 now, although... Oh yeah, it is still light armor. From that and the confirmation critical hits, it's more likely that when I roll a 15 or above that I'll actually manage to hit the AC because there's a +4 on it, confirming the crit. So those 2 boons are just about enough to suggest that even if I did get another set of +5 braces, or even a +6 set of braces, that it'd be worthwhile keeping the armor on over switching out for braces. But like you say, I do want to be aware that should it push come to shove, it might be worthwhile getting a set of braces for myself. You know, and allowing me to take full advantage of my dex bonus. Ah, look, terrible things.
Right here, my friend.
To victory!
Dire wolf. And then it exploded. No? Almost. This tree is annoying me. It keeps mucking around with the camera and it's like, meh. But yeah, not too long ago I was running a game of Pathfinder 2nd edition and I'm not calculating out the players' experiences correctly, and they were missing a little bit, which would have just pushed them over into level 2. And I've played some adventures, you know, in Starfinder, for example. You can be level 1, and a level 2 fight is a difficult fight, but it's not impossible.
Let's try this one.
So when it occurred, I figured, you know, they'd just not got in enough. They'll get into this fight. They'll get enough XP to level up. They can level up pretty much straight away. Great stuff. They got into the fight and then pretty much instantly got massacred. It was all over in the case of 2 rounds. Just straight up, nope, they are not surviving this. We were a player down. That wouldn't have really made that much difference, especially not with the way that 2 of them had died in the first round. But at the same token, it was one of them where it's like, maybe 5 it was a better idea. But I also went away and looked at the XP values, and it's like, they're supposed to be level 2 by this point. Corrected for that, and then went into the same fight, and they pretty much cleared up. It wasn't a given. They did get a little bit messed up over what happened. This lad couldn't have been much past 16. His bloodstained face is a mask of horror. This poor lad was smashed against a stone with tremendous force. Whatever had killed him, it was much larger and stronger than a wolf. Robble, you made it through selection. By this letter, I appoint you the headsman of the Alcazar's Wolves. Congratulations. You've just received new orders, herdsman. Herdsmen from the local village held a whip around for money and hired us to kill the Cyclops that has been ravaging their herd for the last several years. It's not much money, but it's good and a proper deed. Our key advantage lies in our numbers, so we should engage the Cyclops on open ground. We can't let him hold up in his lair. Your objective is simple. Gather the rest of the recruits near the cave in the Gnarl Marches. Draw out the Cyclops and lead him to the meadow where our main forces will surround and neutralize him. I'll brief you on the details when we meet. I'm counting on you. Captain Alzar. And by the looks of it, left them for dead. Where's this Cyclops supposed to be? Is it in and around this area? Nope. Okay. Off we go. St. Galavan's Gullet. Enter this location. Thieves, go away! My pillar. I mean, you're welcome to your pillar? How much of a terrible idea is this? This might be a terrible idea. And it saves. Of course it saves. It needed a natural 20. It got a natural 20. Surprise!
Stay behind me.
Oof. God damn it, Tristan. You'd have just hit on that one. Well, maybe not. Crumpled sheet of paper. Expedition estimate. Monies received. From Ticker, collector of antiquities, 500 silver coins. From the local herdsman to kill the Cyclops, 50 silver coins. Total, 550 silver coins. Estimated expenses. Pillar transport to Ticker, 5 handymen, 5 silver coins per day. A cart and driver, 2 silver coins per day. Guards, 10 professional mercenaries, paid full advance payment, 10 silver coins per day. Compensation for equipment loss, 20 silver per day. Compensation for families of deceased, 70 silver per day coins each. Or 10 villager recruits, only small advance, 1 silver coin per day. 10 wooden poles, nothing. 1 town simpleton, headsman, there's only a small advance, 2 silver coins per day. 1 short spear, 10 silver coins. At first, when Ticker approached me, I was going to refuse this unprofitable job. However, if I save on guards, I'll be able to keep a pretty sum. No reason to pay for professional monster hunters if common recruits can draw the Cyclops far enough. Then the workers can dig and load the pillar into the cart, and then and then the payment for the herdsman is small but nice, a nice addition. I have no idea why that savage would be so attracted to his Coloran thing. Indistinct recollections of former glory of his race, rudimentary aesthetics, perception of the world, or maybe he's just recognizing himself in the bas relief. The workers didn't stand a chance. This pillar, it looks like this pillar is unfixable. The head of a ram is engraved on it, with a swarm of flies breaking out of a single gouged eye. It represents a horseman of pestilence, the archdemon who sits on the throne of flies, and one of the 4 rulers of Abaddon. A well-dressed, well-armed man, his pale face still holds the expression of surprise and fear.
What a find!
Bones, skulls, rotten hides. There's nothing of interest in this tiny cave. Cartwheel tracks. By the looks of them, the cart was leaving in a hurry. Bum ba bum. Anyway, that's everything in this area, I think. I don't know, it's difficult to tell, I find, with Yeah, there's the end of Nile Marshes. I suppose I should go up to this area and start poking around. Oh, the kingdom wants me for something. The trial of daring Lorik. Failure. The general failed to come to the agreement with the adventurers. They didn't like the regiment and combat rules of the army's volunteers. The expedition set off without the general's support. Ashes and dust. I'm more doing full region. I have nothing better to do right now, so I might as well explore my kingdom. The magistrate failed to capture the gang leader, nearly captured the gang leader, but he slipped the net and fled the city. Commercial advantage. Disaster. The advisor's servants were arrogant and cheeky, and their intentions to demonstrate what they represent. That they represented a country strong and independent country. Alas, the houses of Brevov did not appreciate their boldness. The deal soured and the kingdom's reputation was damaged. Success! It now takes less time to claim and upgrade regions. Woo. Right, any other events? A mysterious letter has arrived at the castle. Lindsay has a message for the king. See, now we've got something to do. I think it would have been my first go-to. I always liked unlocking the whole map as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind doing the whole unlocking of the map. It's just more often than not, there's some curse or something that's getting in my way. That eventually means that I've got to stop doing that and start going back to dealing with the rest of the stuff going on. Support the magistrates and efforts. Oh wait. Oh, that's Jubiliost. Lindsay can do this one. Brings in 2 BP per week at times of unrest. Or we can do Saratova. Can I afford 1,500? I can do. There we go. Let's get a trade agreement with Saratova going. And that'll give us the enhanced +1 income, increases each settlement's income by +1 when trading with Saratova. So those two together will increase my BP per week a little bit. I mean, 7 plus 7 plus 4 is 11. I'll take it from 11 to 20. That's not a bad amount of BP per week, actually. It's this village which was in the middle of building things. Are they all done? They might be all done. Oh no, they're not all done. Now it tells me there's still 5 days and 9 days. And 0 days. But I've just finished exploring the Diurnal Marches, but there's so many other places that I've not yet been. I think I went around a lot of these, but there's still places over here that I've not had a chance to explore. I think there's some in this area where I've not been to. There's Wolf's Lair down here, which apparently only appeared on the map after. That's a curiosity. But alas, I need to go back to Loaching Dale and take care of business.
We should gather our strength.
After resting.
I am so grateful to fate for giving me a chance to repent.
Everyone makes mistakes sometimes, Tristian. But not everyone is ready to accept and try to fix their mistakes.
Come on, random encounter on the way home. Yay, there we go. The last one I need. For the achievement. And of course it's against goblins. You know, you're hoping for some epic conclusion to the achievement. You know, Battle of Wandering Dragon or something like that. And nope. It's a bunch of bleeding goblins.
This should do it.
Let us strike as one.
You can't stop me!
See, even a blind man hits better than you do. Turn on the other one and make him explode.
Any last wishes?
Not the face. Not the face. Oh no, it's already dead. That's going to be one of the things that I like about
A calculated risk.
Wrath of the Righteous is the ability. I think they're going full 3D, so you'll be able to rotate the
Do
maps.
not falter.
Hopefully. So you can get the bleeding trees out of the view of what is going on. Right, we're leaving. That's it. We can try to avoid every other encounter we ever come across now. Woo! Achievement unlocked, Survivor. We have survived 100 encounters. A good number of them just basically going into the encounter, turning around and leaving. There is. Everybody who can take care of it is, well, refusing to, or is too busy to take care of it. Did you get any prize? No, you don't get a prize for achievements. You just get a little bit of self-gratification first. Like, I achieved something. Do you want to enter this location and teleport? Oh, I can actually teleport around now. Ooh. Main square, let's get rid of some stuff before going taking care of business. Business. Is there a cash alternative to the gratification? There is a cash alternative to the gratification. You can subscribe to my channel and I will get money for completing objectives eventually and completing achievements. That's a cash alternative, right? So consider, you know, maybe subscribing to the channel. How's that for a terrible, terrible plug? Pay me money to get achievements so that it's not just self-gratification. I think most of these are just absolutely useless. It's only a +2, it's barely worth it. Offer everything else up. Mighty Fist, don't care. 1, 1, and a 2. Getting so much junk. Deal. Why am I here? I don't need to be here. I need to go to the town hall. I love the way that they've not cleaned this place properly up since they got raided that one time. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, if anybody does want to subscribe to my channel, it would be much appreciated. Although, to be fair, I'm not expecting much. One of them. I have a day job to pay the bills. This is just more fun and games for me. You look like you're finally about to see another part of the story of Davin and Linaxia, but this time a peaceful solution seems an unlikely outcome. Our esteemed captain has sent us a message. Here, take a look at it. He writes that he's built a city near your border and invites you to be a guest, but this invitation has a foul smell, if you ask me. Linaxia is bound to be there too. I can bet you those two will be at each other's throats even before we show up. Lindsay suddenly realizes something. You won't be offended that I read your letter, right? It's just that the courier brought an unsealed paper, so I just... Fine, we'll go there as soon as we have time to spare. I guess we should hurry, or they'll probably kill each other before we even get there. Greetings, Your Highness. Allowed me to alleviate your daily concerns with a humble gift from Admira. A scroll of volcanic storm. I am certain you or one of your friends will find this trinket useful. I want to order a specific item. I don't want scrolls. I will take rods or staffs. I've not come across any interesting staffs. Try a staff this time. I think that'd been another thing that I'd be tempted to do if I was to play this game again, is find out all these different people, what they have to offer, and, you know, to a certain extent, it's like, whether or not it's worthwhile actually building some of their things, because it's like, I've just got a herbalist cape. I have no idea what that does and whether it'll be useful. This guy keeps turning me up and giving me things. The herbalist cape. The cloak grants the wearer a +4 enhancement bonus to intelligence, a +5 competence bonus to all law and nature checks, and the ability to cast delayed poison 3 times per day as a 3rd level cleric. And the only person who makes use of intelligence is Octavia, who is currently wearing a +6 intelligence. I'm guessing it's an enhancement bonus. Yeah, +6 enhancement bonus to all mental. So the cloak is useless. You know, more often than not, the cloaks are of resistance. And what was the other thing I got? Oh, yeah, a scroll of volcanic storm. That's not too bad. Added it to the spellbook. Ooh, Hellfire Ray. Blast a Hellfire Blaze from your hands. You can fire 1 ray plus 1 additional ray for every 4 caster levels beyond 11. To a maximum of 3 rays at 19. Each raid requires a ranged touch attack to heal. Each raid requires a ranged touch attack to hit and deals 1d6 points of damage per caster level, maximum 15d6. Half the damage is fire, but the other half results directly from unholy power and is therefore not subject to being reduced by fire resist. Not a bad little one. Once I get up to level 6 spells. How many... You got 3 levels of rogue. Do actually wonder... Oh yeah. Well, at least make it up to level 9 spells. Even if it's just 1 a day. What's Tristan wearing could help his hunting. Loyalty is up. Is that it? Is that all it wanted? I do believe so. Nobody's got training curses. Ooh. Mordecai 150. Well, have 100. $75 days to solve. It's 45 days to solve, but it can be done by either of those two. Tristan is wearing Wyvern Skin Cloak, +2 enhancement bonus to natural armor. And plus 4 resistance bonus to saving throws against poison, sleep, and paralysis. And poison, sleep, and paralysis are really useful because if Tristan gets paralysis, then it could be game over for everybody. But if somebody else gets paralysis, Tristan has the spell of... What's it called? Does he have it? This one. Freedom of movement, that's it. So in theory he could allow anybody to go free and start wandering around. Right. Map. There's no way to see the world map from here. Though I suppose it doesn't really make too much difference.
I tire.
Oh, now you tire. Right, where is this? Brineheart. So I will travel from here to the Shambling Steppes, where usually it would take a day or 16 hours. I shall just teleport. Ta-da! I'm now at the Shambling Steppes. I'm the only one who's tired. Yay. Death to the traitors! Mercenary, 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 mercenary. The guy actually around?
Amranda gratior.
As you sing us a song, move forward a little, and shoot that guy.
Amranda gratior.
I can't charge, so I won't bother
This will
trying.
hurt. Let's try this way. An expected outcome.
I could just put a lightning bolt through so many people. Believe it or not, that's a lot of bad guys. And me. And I should be able to take it. I took it like a champ and dodged. Will saving throw against what? Oh, slow. Say surprise to this guy. Surprise! A miss. Wow. That guy is not going to have a good day. I would like to move forward to there. Unless... You are now having a bad day. Where are you? Oh, you're there. Okay. Valerie...
Onwards! Ha! Put on the sentence.
Get rid of the slow on the couple of people that got slowed. And what do we have here? We can take out this guy. Well, we can nearly take out that guy if I could actually just hit. Alright, Mike, I'll catch you later. Have fun in work tomorrow, I suppose. That's a thing that people say, right? Not entirely sure why people say it. It's never fun in work, but
Consider me provoked.
people do like to say it. These mercenaries aren't bad. You know, some of them are getting right up massacred, but
Bring it!
I think there might still be a few left once this is all over. Hey, let's see. Ooh. Did not realize that this was a line. That was not great damage. $4d6, and I got 6. You just can't make up these numbers sometimes. Yeah, no, figured that one out. I have fun. If I have fun in work, the management tend to complain something along the lines of that's not what you use the scanner for.
Stay behind me! Let us strike as one!
I'm in one of them lucky positions where it's like if I'm experimenting around with some tech, it's like I'm trying to figure it out if I can get the scanner to do this. It's called research. Leave me alone. It only works some of the time. I did work on a project a while ago
This is for you.
where it was an interesting method of taking payments. Rather than using something like a debit card or a credit card, or your fingerprints. Because one of the things is, you know, there's many people have probably seen, there's a lot of ways of sort of like getting somebody's fingerprint and trying to get the biometrics to be able to tell the difference between your finger, somebody else's finger, as well as, you know, whether it's a copy or not. You know, there's ways of defeating a fingerprint scanner. And rather than doing sort of like the retina eyeball thing, worked with a scanner that basically it would shine a light essentially through your finger and look up the blood vessels inside and map that out. Once it got a signature, you know, it would then compare that to a list of known signatures, and you know, it would do the whole PayPal thing essentially. Where it's like, yep, you're this person, therefore you can access this credit card, and they have a standing order thing that says, yep, this person is allowed to use this credit card. it was interesting to say the least. Getting it to work and getting it to generate up these fingerprint or these signatures to say what the whose fingerprint it was, and then interfacing with everything else. The only slightly concerning thing I found was the level of accuracy. They're getting more accurate all of the time, but at the same token, it was like there was a distinct I don't want to say chance of failure, but it wasn't always accurate, and there was a potential if it wasn't accurate that you've got false positives, so it's like somebody sticks their finger in and it believes it's you. That is not a pleasant place to be. Let's just have a quick heal of everybody, because we got plenty of those.
Follow my lead.
And that's not scrolling at the moment, so I don't know half the stuff that I've picked up. Oh, you're just in time, to be honest. I'd started to worry that you'd be late. Couldn't delay the show any longer. The Colonel has summoned the traitor for help. I shouldn't be surprised. Linaxia lips tighten into a thin line. Then I'll just have to kill you, both of you. Saves me time later. Stop now. It's not too late to resolve this peacefully. So you've come all this way just to share with us this valuable piece of information? Coward. Both of you are cowards and scum. Hell Knights, charge! You are seriously screwed. Oh good, you do have something that helps. What do I have? That's a question. Oh, as per usual. Hell Knights, go in the pit. Thank you very much. And I'll take some haste. Sing us a song. Charge, Valerie. What's Linaxia doing? She's barely scratched. God damn it. So what do we have access to? Oh, it's a bunch of random things, isn't it? Yeah, have stone skin, maybe? Or can it only be cast on others? Beast shape, go on. No? Alright, move forward. Slowly, slowly move forward. Alright, if you could just die, that'd be appreciated. Thank you. Let it be known that a blind priest managed to kill a helmet. Well, Darwin died.
You can't stop me.
Why is there a tiny little arrow above her? It's a weird little thing that I've never seen on anybody else before. There are many castings of slow. There will be hell to pay. But, Tish. Another casting of haste. Counter some of those slows, hopefully. If I try doing it again, I want you to stab them hard. Close enough. Alright, let's drop out of this while the pit devours everybody.
I tire.
Oh look, Darwin survived. You'd expect the leader of the Hell Knight Order to have something a little better than, well, the same thing that everybody else has got. We are overburdened. Every one of us. Darwin stands over Linnax's body in silence, an expression of deep contemplation frozen on his face. A few moments later, he's grinning and brushing his hair with his fingers. You know, I've dreamt of this moment for so many times, all my feelings seem burnt out. After so many years, my hunter is finally dead, and I stand over her dead body, making speeches full of pathos, melodramatic wisdom, and self-praise. But you know what? She deserves none of it. She who lived so wickedly cannot die an honest death. Darwin turns calmly away from the dead Lenaxia as if he's forgotten she ever existed at all. You made a deal with me, and remain true to your word to the end. In this regard, we are similar. I also keep my bargains by any means necessary. I have promised you a reward, and I shall keep my promise. This is for, all I have for now, except for Breinhardt, of course. Darwin winks playfully. With a neighbour like you, I need not be afraid of Hell Knights. Besides, I wouldn't expect them to dare venture this way anytime soon. Just give me a couple of days and I'll fill this city with traders and merchants. Come back anytime. Don't be shy. You're always welcome in my city. I don't need neighbors like you. Attack! No. I'm glad that I helped your dreams come true. You've earned a decent sum of money while you did. Darwin gives you an understandable smile. But if we're talking seriously, I'm thrilled to have my lifelong dream come true, and it makes me doubly happy to realize that it is you who will be my neighbor. So are you no longer afraid of Memram's wrath? The Archdevil values contracts above all else. I've managed to establish Brineheart before the deadline, and my city will become a stronghold of Mammon's faith. A small price to pay for all that power, wouldn't you say? I most certainly will be taking up on that invitation. And for now, farewell. Goodbye, Your Highness. Hope to see you soon. Achievement unlocked. Deal with the devil. Right. Let's see how long it would take to get back to civilization. Why am I not moving? Oh, I am moving. Just everybody else is trying to jog at a slow speed, and I'm just like, nah. Exiting to global map is blocked. Ah. Right, how much weight do I need to trim? Some 300 pounds. Well, drop. 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 Oh, there we go. You can now move again. I only left behind 6 suits of armor. Everybody's up and left. Sorry, I just noticed that my view accounts just tumbled down to 2. Slightly concerning, but oh well. What have we got? Projects, others. Trading with Brineheart. Oh, that's not too bad. 200 BP in cost and 5 BP per week. It's not a bad money. I wonder why it doesn't fall under the economy one though. Who needs to deal with this? Valerie or Jublios? 10 on... Well, ranking doesn't make too much difference. In 11 days I'll be able to start that. Continue on the way. Actually make camp. Everybody's tired.
You amaze me, Lindsay. You've seen so many gruesome, vulgar, and disgusting things, but kept your childlike joyfulness and spontaneity. It's such a beautiful gift.
I couldn't understand that. Was it a praise or a subtle insult?
Yeah, just Josh, no doubt that you're still here, and to a certain degree it's like if you had to run off and do something else, that'd be fair enough. It's just one of them where it's like usually the Thursdays are my better days for this channel, and at the moment it's like 2. I'm assuming that's Josh and Jay. And that'd be about it. Oh, more news. I wonder what... Suppose I should get on Twitter and see if I've been cancelled or something. Did I say something offensive at some point in all of this and it's like, nope, I'm now cancelled. That's it, my career as a Twitch streamer is over. Somebody cancelled me. Bum. This is an opportunity, so I don't really need to worry about a crisis point. Build a town. Build a town. Doesn't tell me which towns. Just says build them. Forgot that I own teleporters. Where is my phone? Is it on charge? Yeah, it's on charge. I won't bother getting it now then. Just one of them where it's like, maybe I have been cancelled. That'd be a first. Never been cancelled before. As of, show me what you got. Did you check your newest settlement for an artisan? I have not checked either of my newest settlements for artisans. Thought they usually ended up coming to your town anyway. Oh, none of them were any good. Offer junk. These are just +1 quotes of resistance. So +3, Herbalist Cape can go. Yeah, that can go as well, probably. And click that again and click on offer. Ta-da! Got even more money. Suppose I've actually, now that I've got teleporters everywhere, it's not too big of a deal to actually just jump out there and go, oh yeah, there is an artisan out here. Who needs to do this? Valerie or... Valerie, Tristan or Jublius? Tenders. I think one of the other things, how's the city getting on? Bought any build points lately? I've been buying build points just like crazy this session. I've got started that project which cost like 1,500 build points. I settled another couple of towns. Just realized that is actually the entirety of the list of companions now. I've either killed off, exiled, or otherwise so many of them, it's all like, I don't really have many options left. Bum, ba, bum, bum, bum. So, Diana Marches. Enter. Let's see what a town like Direberg it looks like from the inside. God, citizen, trader, priest, citizens, God, exit point, citizens, speak to a trader. Let's see if he's got anything of interest. Probably not. Oh, wow. Just actually curious to see how much it cost me to buy everything from this guy. Boom, I can buy this guy out for everything for 850 gold pieces. If it wasn't for the fact that it's all useless, I'd be tempted to do that just for the laugh. No, I don't want to buy his junk. Some enemies you meet while exploring stolen lands will be resistant or immune to things. Don't forget to keep alternative weapons and spells handy. Glenibon, Glenshire. Enter this peasant little village. There are two kinds of issues the ruler must address, the boring ones and the amusing ones. Bright side, you have servants to handle the boring ones. Trader. Priest over here. No? Town does not have a priest. Oh, there's the priest. Found him. I'm guessing the priest just sells the usual priestly stuff, which is so many things. Oh no, he's actually got a fair amount of stuff on him. Priests in this world are rich. You know, I was expecting the scrolls. Ooh, how am I for diamond dust? That is a question. Diamond dust looks like that. Yeah, I got 127. I'm good for diamond dust. I suppose I might as well mooch around. Pike stretch. Enter this location. Oh, hello. While trying to cross a small river, there were tons of them in those parts. We met an old man that would be considered suspicious even by local standards. He had a grey beard and a straw hat that sat above his head of coarse and dirty tousled hair. The man was skillfully guiding a small raft along the river with a long pole, and a fat water rat sat near his bare feet. Noticing us, the old man approached the shore and hailed us in a local dialect so strange we could barely understand him. "Aha, good folk! Where are you heading? I'm fleeing something or looking for something?" "Ah, you're looking for... I can see it in your eyes. Well, as the saying goes, those what seek will find, and I can help you. Surely, if you pay me the right price." After hearing the old man's colourful speech, we asked the old man who he was. The old man set out a confusing explanation. It was difficult to follow, but we gathered that he wasn't just a river rafter. He was a cleric in service of a minor deity that was almost unknown outside of the river kingdoms. Hanspur, guardian of the waterways and river travel. Neither good nor evil, the trickery of the great Selen River itself. This god could safely guide the boats past sandbanks, rapids, and bandit ambushes to your final destination, or drown you in the stillest backwater. Many river travellers raised prayers to him in their hour of need, but fair few dare worship him openly. Rumour has it that Hanspur is no stranger to human sacrifices, and he takes toll from his followers in the collection of those who've drowned. Asked him how he could help us. Let's have a bet, eh? I bet you're busy hasty trying to catch a living barbarian with a dead name. But can you dive? I'll maybe drown ya a little in the Father Selen's waters, let you know the taste of the river. If you can take it, I'll help you in your searching. If not, well, that's that, and we'll never see each other again. The game offered by this cleric was a dangerous one. One of our companions would have to put their life on the line to help in our search for Amrak. I have a feeling that this was supposed to be forced at some point before then. Accepted the cleric's challenge and chose a diver from among our company. Hiya! Please do not fail this, Valerie. Succeeded! Yay! Valerie bravely went to the old man. The cleric wasted no time grabbing Valerie by the hair and plunging her head first into the muddy river up to her shoulders. Thick water plants tickled her face, and her ears filled with the whisper of sand rolling along the riverbed. Valerie took it in stride, so to speak. Her lungs held enough air to hang on for quite a while. A hazy vision suddenly engulfed Valerie's mind. She saw herself floating above the stolen lands, seeing the country from a bird's eye view. Another moment it seemed as though she would be able to focus her eyes on Amrag's tomb. Valerie kept on bearing the challenge and failed. Valerie bravely went. Her lungs were on fire. Her heart pounded madly in her chest, as if trying to break free from this madness. Her head started ringing, and a single thought boomed through her mind. Air. Need air. The vision was so close, though. Just a few seconds were all it would take to locate the damned barbarians. But even a few more seconds seemed impossible. In this crucial moment, Valerie preferred to drown rather than give in, and was unable to make any more and tried to break free of the old man's grasp. The cleric let his victim go with the grunt. People are so soft nowadays. How'd you manage to survive, being so feeble? With a sly smile, the old man waved to us with his crooked palm, then pushed off the shore with his pole and began guiding his raft downstream. Soon he had disappeared from our sight. That's an odd little encounter. I need 15 BP. Actually, I should buy some just in case of emergencies. Try to avoid. I can do this now. The enemy has spotted us. Prepare for battle. Woo! Oh, this ended badly last time. It's not the bad map though. If I move towards either one of these to try and hit the other, I get punched by the other one. Snowball! Surprise! I don't think the gods like that. Ah, you missed.
A calculated risk.
Tear them apart!
Is Essie gonna really do anything? Oh, it did something. I'm guessing fire elementals don't actually have a death sequence in which they explode. Just a random thought there. Just wanted to see how much experience. 180 per elemental. Not a tremendous amount, but it all counts. How are we doing? Well, nearly 400,000. The mysterious shrine. Still raining. Great stuff. Don't leave. The megaliths, they must be in the correct order. They loosen my chains. I was betrayed by my faithful. Now I seek help from a stranger. A strange ghost of an elven woman begged for our help and asked us to place the megaliths in correct order. But what is this correct order? A nearly erased inscription reads, you won't forgive us, my queen. Neither will we.
That is not far.
Nope, I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Could be an interesting puzzle, but yeah. We have 0 clues and no obvious signs of the correct order. Oh well. Kingdom wants a thing. Events. Drink till you drop. It's a problem. Let's have a crisis point on that. Let's see if we can actually solve it correctly. So many of these failed. So many of them. Disaster. Failure. Disaster. Failure. 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 Disaster. Success. I think that success was that. A mysterious letter has arrived at the castle. We successfully opened the letter. It's a country road. I would sing a song, but I can't remember any country road songs. Something about West Virginia. Bringing me home. Nope, no idea. Wolves got to the poor wolf harnessed to the cart as it was. Hello. Skillfully crafted stone golem. I mean, surprise. We're going to murder you now.
Provoked.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice. Should remember to rage with Amory. None of it is a big thing, but it does mean that it gives them temporary hit points, which helps stave off the negative effects of that weapon. Lindsay, back away a little. Sing a song.
This is where I step in.
Oof. The dead wizard looks strangely peaceful. You see no wounds or bites on the body. My darling, I'm writing this letter while taking a rest stop in the Glenanborn wilderness. Don't be surprised, but I finally decided to get out of Pitax. I missed the magical potion a Dare Khan vessel Vilreal sells. But that's fine. I brought a supply of it with me. It will come in handy when we celebrate our reunion. As for my homeland, things are getting worse and worse there. If the wretches' appetites grow and the guards are fighting with the Thieves Guild, the old trade houses keep making new schemes, and even the Academy of the Arts has been said to have some new free-thinking free thinkers appearing from time to time. I'm sure that pot will boil over sooner or later, and I prefer not to be there when it does. I also look forward to seeing you. In the meantime, the letter cuts off. The marksman's headset. This helmet grants the wearer +5 competence bonus to perception checks. When the wearer uses deadly aim feat, it provides an additional +2 to the attack rolls.
As it should be.
I miss Ekondeo.
All according to plan.
Maybe you should focus on training advisors where possible. Playable advisors can be equipped with items that boost stats relevant to their role. I mean, I don't think that. Do you mean leveling up the advisors? Because at the moment, there's none of them which require training. The only thing that I need to do is sort of like rank up. But training is off the books. And every project is currently got a red X on there because there's somebody doing something. There's even the arrears that I can't collect at the moment. She's going to expire in about 7 or 8 days. Who can do this? Tristan, Jubilios, and Lindsay. Maybe I can get to it with Jubilios before it expires, or Tristan. So yeah, it's quite literally the moment I'm just wandering around waiting for things to happen. The Raspberry Gully. Whew. I wonder if I'll find raspberries here. Wonder if I'll find anything here. Well, that's rude.
This will hurt.
Here's the message. I've been waiting for you for a long, long time.
Onwards! Ha!
And your wait is over. Ah, yes, Quickwood, crawling along and trying to attack us. Would you not kill my wizard like that? What do you mean wood is immune to fire? Oh, blood and sand. What? No, the first one overcame it. And it's immune to fire damage. And electrical. Baleful polymorph, paralyzed, sleep, stunned, mind affecting, compulsion, poison, charmed, stunned, or polymorph. I claim bullshit.
Serves you right.
Doesn't prevent me from giving you a good old-fashioned
Stay behind
stabbing. Didn't say anything about acid.
You deserved it.
Nope, stab
Let's
that
try
one.
this way.
Let's distract that thing from everybody else. There we go. Spell penetration might be a feat to look for. Octavia next level up. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if I've already got it, but I'm not sure. It is just one of them where it's like it's always useful to have that spell penetration, especially now that it's coming into,
Bring it.
you know, I'm coming across enemies that have spell penetrate or spell resistances. Well, that was an odd little thing to happen. All your characters are fatigued.
Amiri, aren't you cold just wearing those hides? They cover almost nothing.
Is it ever cold here? You could walk around naked, bouncing your boobs. My homeland, that's where it's cold. Spit freezes before it hits the ground.
It's often interesting actually seeing people acclimatize or declimatize to certain areas. Dear, gain 3 loyalty. Don't mind if I do. Kind of want to explore that road there, because I'm guessing it's going to go up and around and join to that one. But I don't really want to walk all the way around just to check it out. Two-Faced Hill. Take a quick look at this one. And probably call a stream here. Watch this be a massively complicated place, and it's like, so much going on. Doubt it. Oh look, it's raining again.
Running won't help you!
Tegeth family. Name rings a bell. Yeah, building your own roads and bridges would have been an interesting one, especially if, you know, if that's what helps you increase your trade to certain civilizations.
Last wishes.
Because, you know, it's one of them things where it's like, oh yes, you can delay until after Chiron. And remove it. Let's see what happens. And you move forward. And just murder the thing. Great stuff.
A calculated risk.
Right. I'm just scorching around that one over there. Not bad.
I'll try to make this swift.
The thing is, to a certain degree, I suppose it depends on how much they really wanted to build up the sort of like civilization kingdom route. Because the thing is, they could have done a lot more on the kingdom side of things, but the more that they do, the more they take it away from the actual tabletop. And they've tried to be as true to the experience as possible, and from what I've heard, one of the things about the whole tabletop experience is it requires a fair amount of work on behalf of the GM to make a lot of the extra stuff that you can do relevant to what your group is doing. I mean, here we're meeting werewolves from the Tergarth family. I have no idea who Tergarth is. Tegreth. That's not very nice. Don't stab me.
This
Murder, murder, murder. Turn and murder. Oh, nearly got there. Surprise. Khalid tribal fetishes. Alright. I'm going to leave it here. We're going to finish on exploring that cave next session. And the rest of this map, of course. Thank you for joining me. I took the names of being the leader of the pack when it was the wolf from Silent Packs. Oops, wrong screen. Yeah, I suppose, you know, it would be the leader of the pack, but it's all like, it's one of them things when it comes to the tabletop side of it, you know, you'd have a little bit of role play with regards to figuring out where these werewolves would come from and how it's relevant to the group or the area. If the GM so decided, it's possibly one of them things where, you know, Paizo threw it in as a sort of like, this is an encounter that you could have where the players go here and meet a pack of werewolves. The werewolves are led by somebody of Targeth name, and this is their tiny bit of story that the GM can extrapolate on. They can sort of like work with the characters. As it is, it's just kind of like thrown in there, and a lot of the kingdom management side of things does feel a little bit arbitrary. And because of that, it's very strict to how the books were written, but how they will play at the table is a completely different thing. It'll be interesting to go over some things like this when, just as a bit of another announcement is I'm working with Manapot Studios to potentially look at bringing an actual play live stream of a Starfinder adventure path. It's not going to be on my channel, it's going to be on their channel, mainly because they are the studio that's basically allowing me to GM there. That will be replacing my Monday streams, and it'd be interesting to, it'll be interesting to be able to discuss it, but I can't discuss everything in full because J Station is going to be one of the players. Hopefully, once they actually confirm that they can meet the schedule. But at the same token, to a certain degree, I won't mind people watching the live stream for that, and then as plot points close up and options can no longer be made, discussing what options there were and how I've sort of like planned that out, and if they interact with an NPC, whether that NPC actually had as much information, or whether it was like, no, all I'm getting in this book is a name. They wanted to interact with them more, so I made up an entire backstory, just for the sake of it. But yeah, no confirmed start date on that as of yet. Not even got all of the players confirmed yet. So, it's not likely to be starting up too soon, but I do hope everybody on this channel will come join me. I'm going to be discussing with them about sort of like archiving it on my own YouTube channel, and also potentially making it into a podcast. But at the same token, this is, podcasts need editing, and there's also the potential of adding in sound effects, background music, and other things that you can't do during a live stream, not without somebody really doing well on the whole adding in live sound effects. It's an art that I have not mastered, and I will be GMing, so it's very much all I need time to concentrate on just what I'm doing, rather than trying to also man the soundboard and the rest of it. But we'll keep everybody on my channel informed as to how that's going once we actually get underway. But I will be announcing closer to the time of launch as to when I'm going to be going over there and doing it, and hopefully you can all join me. Anyway, so we are going to raid Halfsinger Games, as is the usual. Halfsinger Games. This evening she's reading of Norse Gods by Neil Gaiman. But at the same token, she actually has a artist on who is going to be sketching something. I don't know what that something is. I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head. But yeah, once we get over there, if you all want to say hi from me, that would be appreciated. If not, I shall see you next time. Oh, my schedule. I'll be back tomorrow. It's an elusive target for Hitman. Otherwise, it's Cyberpunk on Mondays and Pathfinder Kingmaker Tuesdays, Thursdays. Check my schedule below for timings. Nearly forgot to do that. Alright, catch you all next time. Taddy bye.